Hello there everyone! Planets of Pocket Build has returned with another endearing planet to capture your hearts. Wow, that was more dramatic than it needed to be. But yes, we're back with another planet, and this one isn't too bad in my opinion. Welcome everyone to Yevrin, a green paradise with so much life on top of so much death. Honestly, the lore for this planet is so intriguing. Whoa, hold it, pause, time out. Alright, so this planet actually has quite repetitive detailing in the early stages, so if you want to skip through all this terrain work, I recommend you head to this timestamp for the highlights of the planet. Otherwise, prepare yourself for a lot of green trees. Still around? Well, hi there, thanks for staying. You know, I was heavily considering removing this detail, but I decided to leave it in just for the people like you. I mostly used green trees for the ground, with some palm trees scattered here and there. Anyways, how are you doing? Oh, okay. I'm doing alright at the moment. Or, well, recording this. I'm getting a little bored from watching this, if you don't mind. I will see you at the timestamp. Ah, hello my ready to skip ahead friend. I see you've skipped ahead, or you're one of the ones who decided to stick around and wait. Whichever you are, hello again. We're ready to dissect the lore of this world. So, where and what is Yevrin? Well, Yevrin is actually a universal plant, known for growing in almost any climate on most planets. It's said to be the indestructible plant, although it isn't truly indestructible. So why is the planet named after a plant? Well, the planet itself was never really inhabited and never really named. It was stationed as a midpoint between two other nearby planets, Urgoth and Exyl, who weren't too fond of each other, but used the bare, rocky planet as a way of storing materials and people. It then came to a point where both civilizations couldn't coexist anymore, and war broke out. It lasted quite a while, and when it was finally over, the midpoint planet was in so much ruin and cluttered with so many chemicals, it was practically uninhabited. However, due to the planet's thin atmosphere, these chemicals were able to escape eventually, and the planet became peaceful once more. In fact, both the people of Urgoth and Exyl, who had since set aside their differences, began planting exotic and unique plants, as well as inhabiting the planet with animals. They decided to let the planet rest, and it became a natural haven. Because the planet seemed to have survived all the horrors it had undergone, it became known as Yevrin. So what are some creatures that inhabit this utopia? One such species of space snake, known as Forblazes, run rampant here, and have grown to massive sizes with such a thriving ecosystem to inhabit. Their mouths are located under their head, and they feed on a type of plant that looks similar to the top of a palm tree. The eggs they lay look like a sort of pouch, and when babies are born they have a cover over their eye, which peels off with time. Another animal that mostly sits in the mud inside of rivers is the Jargonus, a hefty beast with large, flat teeth. Most of its time is spent sitting at the riverbed with its mouth wide open, waiting for some delicious flowers to float into its throat. You may have also noticed the massive, seemingly dead tree. It is still unknown why this is the one thing on this planet that remains untouched by growth, but I figure some stories will never be answered. Finally, for our cast of creatures, we have the mucklubs, which are small, round blobs that sit atop high places, awaiting bugs to fly near and land on the decoy flower that sits atop their head, so it will get stuck where they can swallow it over a period of a few days. Their eyes also keep watch, so if a predator walks near, they may deflate themselves to stay hidden. And that's practically all I have for you from Yevrin. This planet was fun to make, and even more fun to create lore for. The detailing was a bit annoying, but I really liked creating the creatures for this world. I think for the next planet, I'm going to want to focus on some more terrain work that looks a bit more unique throughout it, and then maybe it's sort of futuristic base, or maybe I'll focus on spaceships. We'll have to see. But if you've enjoyed the series so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Farewell, friends.